Hello, my name is Danny Crumno, and I decided to make a little short video today. I'm a hunter, like to hog hunt, uh, hunted many deer in my day, and we're going to talk about knives today. Okay, lots of different knives. Uh, Jamie Herring, Lake Creek Forge, he made this one. I like to kill or clean my hogs with this one. This one's made out of D2, and it's got great big gut hook there, and a pretty much normal knife sheath. You know, these knives, if you're out hunting, they're not much good unless you got them with you, and if you don't have a good sheath, you may not have it with you because it doesn't do any good in a truck. He made a few of these for me. Most of my kids have one of these. These are made out of 35, I believe is what the name of it is. It's a custom steel. I like my knives really thin, and the reason being is that I use my knives to cut. I do not use them to pry anything out, and so I want them thin where they're easy to sharpen. Got all kind of knives. I've got many, and this here, I believe this is a Benchmade. It's got 154 cm steel in it, which is actually what I call cheap steel. All of these are good for everyday carry, but when you get into really hard to cut stuff like the back straps out of a hog or pork chops, whatever you want to call them, then you need a sure enough sharp knife. Well, I carry a lot of knives. This is a Spyderco CPM S110V. And I'm giving you those names because these steels really make a difference. The old yellow handled case with that carbon steel, they were easy to sharpen. They stayed sharp. They got real sharp, but they rust like all get out. They stain. These here are what's called the super steels. They don't stain. This Spyderco is what I carry every day. It probably holds an edge better than any of them, but you will pull your hair out and be old and gray before you ever make this one shave. Now, recently, Jamie made this thing for me. Here was his original sheath, and this sheath is made to be carried like this. Well, you got to wear a belt first of all, and I like to wear overalls. And then if you do wear a belt, when you sit down, it hits the seat behind you, and we're always riding when we're hog hunting. Very good sheath, but I said, Jamie, I carry my pistol in these magnetic holsters. I've been carrying these as a policeman for 30 years, and I guess 5-6 years ago they come out with these magnetic holsters. You just put them on your side, clip it over. It don't come off. And the good thing about that, if you wear a belt, they're even more secure than if you wear overalls. You can take them off, lay them down, put it in your side, flip it over, pull your pistol out. No big deal. It's kind of hard to put them back in. I generally take my holster out and get it just in the right place. And I said, Jamie, I want a knife sheath that was magnetic. And Jamie's making me a knife right now. It's going to be made out of Elmax. Unfortunately, Elmax is hard to find. It's expensive. But Elmax is something that really sharpens up like a carbon steel blade. It gets sharp, stays sharp, and is easy to sharpen back. Now this Spyderco that I have in my pocket, it's harder steel, but it's also twice as hard to sharpen. I don't know if you're good at sharpening knives or not. I'm pretty good, but it even causes me headaches to sharpen it. But that Elmax is something great. So I had a knife made out of Elmax already that I am very happy with, and I've been hunting with this now for a year or two. But the problem is that although this is a very good sheath, I don't usually wear a belt, and on top of that, if I did, I just don't like it low like that. And I had Jamie build me this thing, and I've already seen a problem with it. This is magnetic. It closes up. It's pretty as all get out. The problem is I forget it's in there. It fits right behind that hip bone, and you know, this will work on a belt. It doesn't impede you in any way. It also works great on these overalls, and I wear this thing. I've had it here for about a week now, and I wear this thing and I forget it's there. I mean, it's just so comfortable, you don't even know it's there. And you can, when you sit down, it kind of adjusts the angle. And of course, this knife, Jamie made this one. It's out of Elmax, and as you can tell, it is real thin. I haven't sharpened it lately, but I'll guarantee you can shave your face with this one. And it's a herring knife. I do like my my Elmax steel, and I do like my white handles. I don't know why, I like these white handles, so all of mine have white handles. This thing, the magnet kind of pulls it when you put it in, but it slides right in. Pop it in place, and that sucker will ride there all day long, every day, and you don't even know you got it. So I wanted to show that off. I'm real proud of this. I think that these magnetic knife sheaths will turn out to be a trend, because, you know, if you go to the bathroom, you pull your britches down, whatever, you worry about your knife falling out or whatever. These here, you just pop them in and pop them off. If you go into a store and you feel self-conscious about wearing a weapon or a pistol or a knife inside, I'm no longer a policeman, but sometimes I don't want to go inside places with these fancy knives showing and things like that. They're real easy to pull off and lay it in your truck, come back out, you're ready to go back hunting. You just switch it over and you're ready to go. So I wanted to let you know that Jamie Herring, Lake Creek Forge, he is making these now. He's got a real challenge. He's making me a knife just like this, and this is S35V, which is good steel, but it's not as good as that LMAX. And he's making one just like this, but he's making me a magnetic scabbard for this. I'm thinking that the magnet is going to be down here on the bottom. This whole thing will be a loop, and this knife is even smaller. It would even be more comfortable than the one I got because it's a little bigger knife. But if you a big time hunter and you really like a quality knife, and if you've ever cleaned a hog or a bigger animal, you know that you gotta have a good knife. And it does you no good if you left it in the truck because you don't have a good scabbard to carry it with. Look up Jamie Herring, Lake Creek Forge, and put your order in. I guarantee you he won't let you down. It may take him a while to build it and make it, but once you got this, you've really got something good in your hands. So, thanks for watching.